morning, War Eagles. My name is Jalen.
And my name is Aiden. Purchase a CHS Spirit Pura Vida bracelet for $8 during all lunches this week.
Senior ads are on sale through November 3rd. To purchase your yearbook, just visit wareagleyearbook.com to purchase.
Now to NIE with the weather.
Hey Chastity, it's Friday the 13th. Today's about bad luck, so I'm gonna give myself bad luck by walking under this ladder right here. No, I'm just joking. I would never give myself bad luck on purpose. Anywho, there's a mirror conveniently placed on that picnic table. Let's hit it, let's break it. I missed. I missed again.
Chastity, I'm gonna sit here in this bubble wrap and wait for my 7 years of bad luck to pass. In the meantime, here's your weather.
On Friday, there'll be a high of 65 and a low of 59. On Saturday, there'll be a high of 77 and a low of 60. On Sunday, there'll be a high of 64 and a low of 54.
Well, Chastity, next time you see me, I hope nothing has happened to me. Anywho, back to the anchors.
Attention War Eagle tennis families. We invite parents of all Chastity tennis players to join us Tuesday, October 24th at 8 p.m. in the Learning Commons.
Don't miss the football game tonight away at North Hall. Now to Ellie with more sports.
Tonight, football plays North Hall at North Hall. Let's go some interviews with Coach Cunningham and Eli.
Hey War Eagles, today I'm back with another Sports Talk interview, and today we're going to be interviewing Coach Cunningham, the head coach of the football team. Hey Coach, so I have some questions for you today. So the upcoming game this Friday is against North Hall, and what goes into your game plan about going against a team like North Hall?
Well, it is a rival game, and you prepare basically the same. It's just the stuff outside of the game is a little louder, and we try to stay focused mainly on the things that we got to do inside the game and not worry about what's outside the game. It usually means more energy for both teams and probably a louder crowd, but we don't really control some of those things, so we just try to really stick to our focus on practice and try not to make it too big of a deal for the players because the game's going to be big enough when we get to it.
And then my next question for you, so the crowd, about the crowd, you're talking about the crowd. So being the bigger crowd, because it's North Hall Chastity game, most people do go to that game because it's on their calendar. But is that going to play any factors into how you guys play or anything?
It could. It could. The fact the crowd always does something for a team. And if it's loud and it's positive, it usually helps. So we're hoping that we can get a lot of people there to watch the game and support us, and it makes the kids usually play harder. But it does go both ways. I'm sure there'll be lots of people there for them as well. So that's another thing that you can't control, but you hope that it can help you. I've seen it help teams in rivalry games when the crowd was really loud and showed up, especially when the visiting team brings a big crowd because the home is expected to.
Yeah. And then my final question for you today. So since our game's being played on Friday the 13th this year, is there any superstitions about how Friday the 13th might go? Like maybe it changes the aspect, the way you coach or the way you guys do anything?
Not really. I have coached in some wild games on Friday the 13th. I would say, honestly, the wilder games have been under a full moon, regardless of the games. I think that some people may think that because it's Friday the 13th, something strange might happen, but it's just because of the date, and maybe that's just in our head that really it doesn't happen that way. So I think if you go into the game thinking like that, you might attach it to some of the things that might happen in the game. But usually it's just a hard-fought rivalry game that may have turned out the same way no matter what date, but there is some superstition. I was certainly more superstitious when I was a younger coach than I am now. My dad was a coach, and he was a little bit superstitious, and I know that in one game he found a quarter and a penny on the ground, and he ended up winning the game 24-0. So to him, that was, he looked for money on the ground, and I don't do that kind of thing. I used to wear the same socks and all that stuff, but I don't do that much now. I think probably some of the players are. I haven't asked them, but I'm sure they have certain things they do and that they're superstitious about. And I'm good with whatever they do or think as long as they can go out and execute and play hard.
Well, thank you, Coach.
All right, appreciate it.
I'm here with the safety and running back for our football team with Eli. So Eli, why did you pick the number 13?
Well, I wish there was a specific reason, but if I'm being honest, it goes back to my sophomore year. I didn't play my freshman year, so my sophomore year was my first year getting my number, and I remember the coaches, they had a list with all the numbers that were available. 13 was one of them, and then the other ones I believe were like in the 80s, high 80s, and I knew at the time I was like, I'm probably going to be a receiver, and I was like, that's probably not going to be, or 80, a high 80 number is probably not going to be a good look on a receiver, so I just went ahead and chose 13. And I wish there was a better reason, but that's why.
And then my final question follow-up for you. So with Friday the 13th being around the corner on this Friday, and you guys are playing North Hall, and it's just like an eerie type of number. Do you think that number gives you like any superstition or any superpowers to that?
I hope it gives me some superpowers, you know, maybe I can like fly around the field better, maybe jump higher, run faster, that'd be nice. I know 13 is like associated with bad luck, so maybe for North Hall would be bad luck. Hopefully not us, but we'll see. Yeah.
Okay, well thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm Ellie, and I'm here with Coach Henry, the new girls soccer coach. Is there anything you would like to say for anyone who might be interested or is going to play this year?
I do. I'm really excited for this season, and I can't wait to meet all the girls. Also, I want anybody to come out that wants to play. Even if you've never played before, I'd love to train you and get you to where we should be this year. So if you want to play and you're nervous, just come out.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
The 2023 Homecoming Dance Theme is a night at the movies on October 21st, 7 through 10 p.m. Make sure to be there.
Tickets are sold for $20 on GoFan. The approval forms for non-CHS participants are in the front office.
Last Saturday, the CHS band performed at the Yellow Jacket Classic and got 4th overall with a 91.75. Now let's hear from the band director about how he feels about last Saturday.
Hi, I'm Sam Weiss, and I'm joined today by Mr. Young, the director of bands here at Chastity. So, the marching band competed at the Yellow Jacket Classic last Saturday. Can you tell us a little about how that went?
Sure. So last Saturday we competed at Rockmart, Georgia with 16 other bands, and we placed 4th out of 16, scored straight superior ratings, which is the highest rating you can get at a band competition, and also placed 1st in all the categories for our division.
So, overall, how do you go about preparing for a competitive season?
There's a lot that goes into preparation, from planning the show from a design standpoint to rehearsing the actual group. For us, it's about getting better a little bit every day. So not going backwards, making sure we're going forward. We do everything from making sure technique-wise we're right to performance, and then obviously making sure music and stuff is good to go as well.
You've got another competition this Saturday. How do you feel like that's going to go?
Well, this one's a little bit different. There's 20-something bands at this one, so it's a little bit bigger, and our class is also bigger. But I'm pretty confident. It comes ultimately down to the students. They've been working really hard, and this week's been a good week of practice, so it'll come down to, can they maximize their potential in their performance?
What do you feel like is the most important part of marching band?
That's a big question. You know, we're sitting next to plastic that represents achievement, but really the most important about marching band is the experience. Everybody's experience is different, and we're always working toward an ultimate goal. For me, it's about keeping the standard high and enjoying not only each other, but being good and having great performances. And ultimately, if you do those things the right way, you're very competitive and plastic things show up. So,
all right, well, thank you so much for coming on.
Appreciate it.
The band will be having another competition this Saturday. They will perform at 5:40 p.m. at Fannin County High School.
Now to Eli with our War Eagle Spotlight.
Hey, it's Lil U Day, and I'm Eli, here with
Lily.
Lily. Can you explain your Lil U outfit a little bit more?
All right, so this is my hair that I used to wear in kindergarten, and this was my favorite tutu in the 1st grade, and I used to watch Hello Kitty all the time, so that's it. There you go.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Still Eli, and I'm here with
Mackenzie.
Can you tell us a little bit more about your Lil U outfit?
Of course. So this was my favorite childhood toy. And then I always wore my hair in little pigtails back in the 2nd grade. And I was that girl that did the leggings and the skirt. And then I also always had a jean jacket on. Oh, and I was always a princess. Yeah.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Still me, here with
Charlie Mize.
Can you tell me more about your little you outfit?
Of course. So I'm a princess today, which I don't know where this picture actually came from because it's not a Halloween outfit in the picture. So I guess I was just wearing it for like funsies. But yeah, I was really inspired because, you know, once a princess, always a princess. So I thought I should wear it and really, you know, represent who I am deep down inside.
Thank you.
Of course.
Hello. Welcome to People's Opinions. That's right, it's not called teachers versus students today because mainly there's no debate to talk about. So I have a list of questions I'm going to ask people around. So yeah, let's get on with it. I am here with Miss Bradshaw, right?
Yes.
Okay. She already chose the question, so it is, do you believe in bad luck?
I don't know that I necessarily believe in bad luck, but I will do things to, I guess, prevent bad luck, like having a lucky outfit or crossing my fingers. So I feel like I've done everything to prevent the bad luck just in case.
Just in case?
Just in case.
All right. Well, we're going to move on to our next person now. I am here with...
Leona.
What?
Leona.
Leona? All right, well, she chose number 3, which is, because it's Friday the 13th, who's the best killer, Jason or Freddy? And her answer is...
From the character from Scream. He's better.
That's not even on my list, but all right. Any reason why?
He's nicer looking.
Okay, then, well, we're going to move on to our next person then. I'm here with, what is your name?
Miss Gibson.
Miss Gibson. She chose number 2. Her question is, crap. What is it, because it's October, what is the best scary movie to watch?
Best scary movie. I don't like scary stuff, so I'm gonna go and just say Hocus Pocus.
I'm not gonna lie, I've never seen that.
It's a really good movie.
I have to watch it though. Thank you. We'll go on to our next person. I'm here with JC, other known as Jimmy. Basically, he chose number 4. Since Halloween's coming up, what's your costume gonna be?
Hopefully, I'll be able to be a plague doctor.
Like an SCP?
Kind of.
All right then.
It's probably gonna be using a different mask, but
that's fair. Well, thank you. That's it. Let's move to our outro. Well, thanks for watching. There's not much to say at the end because mainly there's no debate. Well, it's okay. Well, I'll just let the news crew go back. Goodbye.
And remember, War Eagles, have fun on fall break.
That's all for the news we have for the week. Have a great weekend and
go War Eagles.
He became the very best, like no one ever was. So many years, so many quests, the lessons we were taught. All the places around the world, the lows and the highs. A generation that won't forget the power that's inside.